All right, thanks for that, Joshua. Well, in our nation's capital, the fallout on Capitol Hill is intensifying today after two members of Congress announced that they're resigning amid allegations of sexual misconduct. It comes as another woman made new allegations against former Congressmember Eric Swalwell, who also dropped his bid for California governor. Natalie Brand has more details from Washington.
Representative, sir. Enclosed is my resignation letter to Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
Making it official on the House floor, Texas Republican Tony Gonzalez and California Democrat Eric Swalwell turned in their letters of resignation this week.
Effective at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on April 14, 2026.
Both lawmakers face allegations of sexual misconduct, with multiple women coming forward to accuse Swalwell of inappropriate behavior. Lana Drews, who spoke out Tuesday in Los Angeles, alleges Swalwell drugged and sexually assaulted her in 2018.
He raped me, and he choked me. I lost consciousness, and I thought I died.
Swalwell says he categorically denies all allegations of sexual misconduct and assault, but in a statement last week, he also said he was deeply sorry for mistakes in judgment, and his congressional allies have now distanced themselves.
He became extremely proficient at lying to us, lying to his family, lying to his community.
On the Republican side, lawmakers are also speaking out against former member Tony Gonzalez, who admitted to an affair with a staffer who later died by suicide.
Probably this is going to set forth maybe a chain reaction.
Some lawmakers are calling for more accountability, focused on a pair of Florida congressional members. Republican Corey Mills is facing a House Ethics Committee investigation into allegations of dating violence and campaign finance violations.
Frankly, I think Corey Mills should probably be on that list as well.
Democrat Sheila Sherfless McCormick faces a federal indictment alleging she routed $5 million in FEMA disaster funds to her congressional campaign.
I believe it'll be the consensus of this body that she should be expelled.
Both Mills and Sherfless McCormick deny wrongdoing. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Well, prosecutors in Fort Smith have filed a motion to drop a murder case against a suspect accused of killing two people at Foxfire Club last year. Napish Rauch was arrested and charged with first-degree murder a day after the shooting. According to the state's motion, the suspect was identified by an eyewitness and picked out during a photo lineup. But the eyewitness later came back to the prosecutors and said the actual suspect was driving around town following and threatening her. She could not identify the person following her. Two other eyewitnesses also could not identify the suspect. Now, the prosecutors are aiming to drop those charges. Rauch was convicted and sentenced in a separate case earlier this month. Prosecutors say that a lack of physical evidence is why his charges should be dropped. Well, in Fayetteville, a 19-year-old has been arrested after police say that he strangled and raped someone at a U of A fraternity house last month. Court documents say Crew Cavern met with the victim on Dixon Street before going to the Kappa Sigma house where he lived. Police say that's where the crime happened. Cavern now faces multiple charges of rape and aggravated assault. More details from police documents can be found on our website, 5newsonline.com. And the Arkansas Supreme Court is set to hear oral arguments in a lawsuit involving the District 26 State Senate special election. Libertarian governor candidate Colt Shelby filed a suit challenging the timeline of the election. It was originally meant to happen this November, but public pushback led Governor Sanders to change the election to last month. Shelby said the timeline change was still not enough and violated state election laws. He won in circuit court, and the state is now appealing it to the Supreme Court. They'll hear oral arguments on May 21st. And there is a new federal judge in Arkansas. The Senate confirmed the new judge, John Thomas Shepard, for the Western District of the state. Shepard previously served as a prosecuting attorney and judge for the state's 13th Circuit Court. He's also a U of A law school grad. President Trump nominated Shepard last year, and Arkansas Senators Tom Cotton and John Bozeman both heavily supported the confirmation. We have an update on the Franklin County Prison Project. The Department of Corrections says work on the proposed prison in Franklin County has been on hold for several months. A new funding request from the governor is also delaying any future plans. In a joint budget committee hearing, lawmakers approved a request that the state use funding originally for the prison to instead be used to expand current prison capacity. It also prohibits using the funds to build a prison in Franklin County at least through June of next year. And overnight, Arkansas State Police have issued a new scam alert. The warning is scammers have been impersonating as internet crimes against children task force officers. State Police say several people have reported getting calls from people named Officer Jackson, demanding a return call in connection with an alleged investigation. ASP says the calls are not real. Troopers or the task force will never call a person to tell them that they are a subject of an investigation. State Police say that if you get a call, report it to police or the Attorney General's office.